Hey everyone, it's the Jace Man again. Wanted to go over another lie of Satan. This one is interesting because as we cover this one, it's going to actually seem like that maybe I'm supporting sin, but I'm not. You need to listen to the full message, okay? Not only am I not supporting sin, you could also say, well, isn't the lie of Satan, if what you're saying is true, isn't it better that Satan lies to us because it can be used for good? No, that's why we're making these videos. Well, one of the big reasons we're making this is to show that's the area that Satan likes to hang out in. He likes to hang out in the areas that we think are harmless and no big deal. Because if he can deceive something even a little bit to taint it and change it, then he can use it to do a lot of different things. So one of these cases is, the lie that we're going to cover today is this concept that if you're just honest, everything will work out better for you, right? We've all heard it. Most of us have said it. We've probably used it to teach our kids about why telling the truth is good. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie of Satan. And we need to get away from it. And here's the reason for it, okay? To start with, let's just say that when we are using that as a lesson to teach kids about telling the truth, it's a little bit funny that we're trying to teach them a lesson about honesty with something that's pretty dishonest, right? You shouldn't teach someone why they should be honest while you're not being honest with them. And that's exactly what we're doing when we say that if you're honest and you just tell the truth, it's going to work out better for you. That's not true. It's true sometimes. It's not true all the time. And the other part of why it's damaging is not only is it not true, but it causes us to not do the right thing anymore for the right reason. Instead, the reason we're doing the right thing isn't because we're looking for righteousness, isn't because we're seeking holiness, isn't because we're trusting and obeying, but because we're looking for that what's in it for me. Hey, if I'm honest here, it's going to work out for my benefit. That's not the motivation for being honest. The motivation for being honest should be because you're being honest, and you should do the right thing because it's the right thing. The right thing is its own reward. It is its own benefit. It doesn't need something in it for you. So let's take a look real quick. Another reason why this isn't true is if we just look at Matthew 5:45, we learn real quick that it rains on the just and the unjust alike, right? You can do the right thing and still have negative consequences. Bad things can come for you even when you do the right thing. Either that's the cost of being pure, which there is sometimes a cost associated. We'll get to those in a minute. They can be big. Or it can just be circumstance. Sometimes things just happen. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes when you're honest, bad things happen. I'll give you two examples real quick. Peter, in this case, Peter was dishonest, and it worked out for him. Had he been honest, it probably would have worked out negatively. So in Peter's case, Jesus said, hey, Peter, if you deny me, or you're going to deny me. And Peter's like, no, Lord, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Of course, we know how the story ends. He does. He denied him 3 times just like Jesus said he would. Now, why did Peter deny Christ? Well, to be honest, he did it because he was scared. He was frightened. And with good reason, right? Had he been honest and admitted that he was associated with the Lord, there would have been disastrous consequences for Peter. His life probably would have been taken from him in all likelihood. And he knew that, so he denied Christ, just like Jesus said he would. Did that work out well for Peter? Well, yeah, he got to keep on living, and he didn't face the punishment, right? Now he was faced with unriddled guilt. He felt horrible, and he realized that the Lord was correct. But that lie actually worked out in Peter's benefit, right? Now here's how things can happen when you're honest and it doesn't work out. Let's look at who Peter's teacher was there. Jesus. In Jesus' case, he was honest, and it didn't work out very well for him. It worked out great for you and I, but it didn't work out very well for Jesus. 2 things. First of all, he was honest about who he was. He was honest about his position and his power. He was the great I am, and he said he was the great I am. He said that he was the Son of God, and we know that he is the Son of God. Had he said that, had he denied that, though, he probably wouldn't have been in trouble in the first place. But he was honest, and there were consequences. Furthermore, when they actually came looking for him, they actually found Jesus, right? And they're like, hey, Jesus. If you need to check up on this stuff, you'll find it in John 18 and 19. But they're like, hey, And Jesus is like, hey, who are you looking for? And they're like, we're looking for this Jesus of Nazarene fellow. And he's like, I am he. They're like, do you understand that we're looking for Jesus of Nazarene? And he's like, yeah, I just told you that's me. And they're like, see, the thing is here, we're trying to locate this Jesus fellow. And he's like, I'm telling you guys, you found him. I just told you that. That's me. Now what happens? He gets arrested, right? And then we know exactly how the story goes. He gets tried. They find no fault with him. He's honest. Doesn't do anything wrong. But there is tremendous damage that comes to him from being honest. He's beaten. He's flogged. He's crucified. He is killed. The guy is murdered. Why? Truthfully, because he was honest. Had Jesus lied, he probably could have gotten out of all kinds of trouble. He wouldn't have had to go to the cross. Now, you and I should be glad because it worked out to our benefit. It worked out really well for you and I that he did go to that cross. It worked out great for us that he was honest. But had he told a lie, it would have been better for Jesus himself. Horrible for us, but great for Jesus. So what is the message in all this? Am I saying go out there and lie? No, I'm not doing that at all. Lying is wrong. What I'm saying is to stop teaching children and stop teaching one another and stop fostering this belief, this false belief in our minds that if we're honest, everything's just going to work out. That's not true. We can be honest and have bad things happen. In fact, it's very likely to happen a lot of times. There is a price to pay for being righteous. There is a price associated with holiness. A lot of times things will work out much better for us if we do shade the truth a little bit. But that's not an excuse to shade the truth. We should be honest because it's the right thing. That's what God expects of us. That's what he commanded of us. And it sets us apart from the world. They're already going to take the easy way, and the easy way may not be honest. It could be truthful. It could be dishonest. But that's what the world's going to do. They're going to look at it and they're going to say, what's in it for me? And they're going to choose that path, whether it's truth or false. They're going to take the path that works out for their own benefit. We need to be different as believers. We need to say, I don't care if this works out for me or against me. Either way, I'm going to do the right thing simply because it is the right thing. That's what God expects of me. And if there are consequences, so be it. I will face them because I am going to represent the Lord, and I am going to be holy as he is holy. Don't allow Satan to twist things around for what seems good and innocent, because when he finishes that message, that harmless thing has the potential to bring an awful lot of harm. He's good at his job. Thanks, guys.